Peace and blessings. This is Raisa Ghiwala, the divorced Muslimah coach. Today's verse is coming from the Quran, chapter 45, verse 23. So have you seen him who has taken his own desire as his God, and Allah has let him go astray, despite having knowledge, and has sealed his ear and heart, and put a cover over his eye. Now, who will guide him after Allah? Still, do you not take lesson? I found this so powerful, and if we just stop and pause and reflect at the message here, and not just gloss over and read it, but really just pause and self-reflect, right? When we follow our own desires, such as like, I want to do it, I need to do it, I must have it because I feel like it, right? This is, we've all experienced this before, making emotional decisions. This is not making decisions with clarity and wisdom, with the aim of pleasing Allah at every moment. And the fact of the matter is that we are constantly making decisions. We're constantly making choices in our life. We are, whether we recognize it or not, we're either blindly doing it or we are intentionally doing it. And so the goal here is really to start becoming intentional about all of the choices that we are making, because ultimately we alone are responsible for all of our choices, our actions, and our behavior. So, it's not, we want to look at our actions. Are they rooted in your desire? We all have desires, but have we disciplined ourselves to not act on those desires? And this is what Ramadan is all about. It's the opportunity, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, it's to attain taqwa, it's to attain God consciousness. And in order to have God consciousness, we have to have a level of self-awareness and self-consciousness. So giving into our desires leads to sin and darkens the heart. When we're looking at fasting, how does that help? I mean, food and water is something that's totally permissible and that we can have it, right? But training ourselves to abstain from food and water and the permissible helps us to really control. And I've noticed it myself in these past couple of days where it's been really hot outside, and I've gone outside, sitting outside, even to just make these videos, or gone on a bike ride with my daughter, and I've just been so thirsty. And you have to consciously hold yourself, control yourself, manage yourself, really, really hone in on how much self-control do we have, right? Not allowing our wants or our wants or desires or in the moment, and just reacting. And it's amazing how much self-control and willpower and discipline a human being can have. And this verse is telling us the source, to check into your heart. What are you pumping in through your ears and your eyes? Because those are the port through to the heart, right? It doesn't matter how much knowledge you go after or education you seek, right? How much information, if you will, that you pump into your brain, right? It's irrelevant until the heart is meshed with the mind that contains that knowledge. So there's a direct connection here between the heart, the eyes, the ears, our sight, our listening, and the mind in terms of how we're thinking. And otherwise, you're just a computer, right? Information in, information out. Our brain, we do know, is the computer without the humanizing or spiritual component, because we are souls. And we don't want to be walking around aimlessly, blindly, deaf and blind, right? And here also we're recognizing that the only place guidance comes from is the one who created us. So what lessons can we derive from this? And I think here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking, do you still don't see this is how it works? So to self-reflect on that, right? Do you know your own desires? Are they destroying you? Are they helping you? Are they harming you? Right? You know that age-old commercial, "Obey Your Thirst." I think it was from 7-Eleven back in the early 80s. So looking into, are you a master of yourself? Or do all of your desires rule you, right? Like, for example, you know, this iPhone that we all have, which is a computer, and it's integral to our life, but does it control us, or do we control how we are utilizing this device, right? And so we want to get to the root problem. We don't want to just be looking at the symptoms on the surface level, which are our actions and our behavior. We just don't want to change the actions and the behavior. We want to change the root of what is the source of causing those actions or behavior, which comes from our heart. And right, we want to get to the heart of the matter. And this hadith reminds me of it, like the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that verily there is a lump of flesh in the body. When it is sound, everything in the body is sound and in your life. But when it is corrupt, the whole system, the whole body, and the whole operating system is corrupt. So we become hardened, and the heart becomes hardened, and we become blind and deaf when it's corrupt. And when it's sound, you know, we're behaving and interacting in a manner that's pleasing to Allah, with peace and with wisdom and with clarity. So, you know, it's an opportunity to get into true guidance, right? And to see, are we shutting that down for ourselves? Are we in that state of peace where we can access our good thinking? And are we able to discipline our behaviors and our habits, especially when we're talking about divorce and co-parenting, which is clearly a test, and we need to be in that state of you know, having a full control of ourselves, because very easily, you know, our worst behaviors can come out in this situation, this testing and trying situation. We're going to be talking all about what gets in the way of successfully navigating divorce with taqwa, with God consciousness and peace, no matter your situation. So sign up with the link below and you'll get all of the details. And I look forward to continuing on this conversation with you further. And if you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe on on my YouTube channel, Raisa Giwala, to get the videos as they come out this Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.